Hey everybody, Chantelle Taylor coming at you live. Super excited to chat with you on Friday. It's Friday. So today we're going to chat about being a mom, having kids, doing all the things, and drinking ketones. And so I'm super excited because today I'm going to be chatting with my really good friend Megan. She is a friend who I met through another friend. So it's kind of cool how life and networks kind of evolve like that. And so I'm going to bring her on and we're just going to chat and just collaborate and see, what it is that each of us are doing and how this whole thing works. So give me 2 seconds and I will bring her on. Added. Says adding. Hey, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited to see you. I only saw you like 24 hours ago.
Oh, and here we are.
Here we are. So no judgment. I just finished working out, so I'm a little bit yuck, but that's okay.
Perfect.
So
I did my day just for this.
Yeah? Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, my phone is being a little funny today. It wasn't allowing me to even type. So I don't know what's going on. So, oh well, we'll roll with it. So, if you guys don't know Megan, if you haven't tuned into my channel before, Megan, like I said, is a friend of mine. She's drinking ketones as well. She's a mom. And so I'd love to hear, so tell me a bit, your mom, what are your interests and why do you drink ketones?
All right. Well, yeah, mom, I have a very energetic, intelligent 2-year-old daughter that I have to keep up with. I'm a partner to my hubby, Alex. We are both mutually interested in archery and bow hunting. And then, of course, I share an interest with you in health and fitness and ketones. It's actually becoming a mom and realizing I wasn't meeting the vision of the mom that I thought I was going to be that got me interested in ketones. So a little bit of background. My daughter, like I said, she's 2, so I had her in May 2016. A year later, I stopped breastfeeding, and it was within a couple months after that I had realized I was almost back up to the weight I was when I was pregnant.
Right. With a lot of us, that happens, right? That's real.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I had to fit in a dress for one of my best friend's weddings, and it fit 3 months before. And so I couldn't believe it. I was also going through a period of being tired all the time. I wasn't getting anything done in my day-to-day life that I thought I was going to get done. When Nora was napping, I was sleeping too. Alex would get home from work and I would just, not that he expected everything to be done, but I had nothing done beyond just keeping my little alive. So
the number one priority.
Absolutely, 100% of the time.
Yes.
So I connected because I was watching your journey, and like you said, we met through a mutual friend, and you had posted something about your physical transformation and your emotional transformation, and I thought this is something I need to try. And I was desperate because I had to fit into that dress. So anyway, I bought my 10-day experience from you, and I got 7 days in, and it wasn't miraculous weight loss or fat loss. It was the clarity. It was the energy. It was me sleeping at night. Like I felt like I hadn't slept at night in years, at least not a real sleep.
Yeah.
And so with the better energy and the better focus, I started feeling more like that person I thought I was going to be as a mom.
Yeah.
And at day 7 of that 10-day experience, I thought, I can't run out of this product. I need more. And so I've been drinking them ever since then. So it's almost a year to the day today.
I was wondering, I was trying to remember when we caught up, and I remember you guys were coming back from hunting. So this is the right season.
Yes.
Right? So that's pretty cool. So were you able to get in the dress and feel comfortable in it?
So I did get in the dress.
Okay.
And we made a wedding, 100%.
Nice.
And I've lost 25 pounds since then.
Wow, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you're back to a size that you feel comfortable in,
Yes.
and you have energy for Nora. You have energy to have time with Alex too when the kids are like sleeping and life is kind of just like adulting. That's awesome. So, I think that's the misconception, right? Everybody thinks like, oh, keto diet or ketogenic or ketones, like it's for fat loss. And I think that's a lot of people's initial motivation. But the same thing for me, it was like, oh, I have this energy. Who is this girl? Like, I remember her from when I was 20, or just something so crazy. Like, I don't know if you've heard this part of my story, but the first day I had ketones, I washed our baseboards. And I think that's really like, it sounds silly, but like, that's the job nobody wants to do. Like, nobody does that because it's like horrible. You need so much energy. You're up and down. And I like killed it that day. And I was just like, okay, something's different. So I love that. I love that you connected. I love that, if the whole part of this whole thing, like prove it with ketones, if I can reach one person and help them, that's amazing. So if you're that one person, that's phenomenal. I'm so glad that we were able to do that. That's phenomenal. So, big question, what is your favorite flavor?
Okay. So I believe I have key limeade in my mailbox right now. So I may
Nice.
have a new favorite flavor.
That's what I
But
have.
is that what you're drinking now? I am actually right now, I have the nat that you provided to me yesterday. So I'm drinking that for the first time and it's amazing. It is really smooth.
Is it?
I was skeptical that it was any different than the
Yeah.
other. But it's really good. But aside from that, my favorite
It's
flavor,
smooth. How else do you describe it?
smooth. Yeah. This is my favorite Max flavor. The
Thanks.
Splash. It's amazing. It's light. It's easy to drink, and it's just enjoyable. But what I love about Prove It is you don't have to have a favorite flavor because they have so many. I'm
That's
not
right.
getting bored of drinking the same thing every day and supplementing
Right.
my body with the same thing every day,
That's
and
cool.
being able to do different things with it. You don't have to drink it in water. You can. There's recipes for keto ice cream that you make out of ketones, so you can have them different ways and mix it up, and you're not getting bored of doing the same thing every day. So that's good too.
Yeah, and it's fun, right? Because I know a lot of people are like, okay, well, it's easy because I can just add it to water, which is a bonus in itself. You don't need a blender. But if you are that person who wants a smoothie or you want a treat like cookies, or if you haven't heard of fat bombs, they kind of just look like a dessert. You can have those things and still get your ketones. So, I play with stuff like that on Facebook all the time where I'm like, hey, we're going to make this and see how it turns out. And the recipes are legit. Like, they actually work. They're so good, and they're actually pretty simple. So it's awesome. So awesome. Okay,
Can
I have
we
another
talk?
question for you. This is fun.
Okay, sure.
I feel like I'm interviewing you. Like, I need a
No,
microphone or something. Like
it's
I'm
good.
on a morning show. Um, that's your morning, isn't it?
Every morning.
Every morning. You're like
I,
you're really strict. So I don't have that every morning. Like, you're on top of things.
I love it because you can drink it fasted.
Mm.
I've never been a meal in the morning person.
Okay.
And now that I'm a mom, and I'm sure it's the same for any dads out there, but you get up and it's like, okay, I got to get Nora fed. And when the boys are here, it's like, I have to get, food for five ready in the morning. Every morning, I got to get the dog out. I might have to put some laundry on and get my day started and get those things done. And this wakes up your brain. And it
Totally.
wakes up and it gives you some energy before you've had that first kind of main meal to break your fast in the day.
Totally.
And probably one of the best products aside from the ketones
Yeah.
that prove it because it's good for anybody who lives a keto lifestyle, whether they're supplementing with ketones or not.
Totally. It makes that whole idea of fat coffee or bulletproof coffee, so simple, because there's so many people that I talk to. Maybe they're not eating keto. Maybe they are. Maybe they are, or they aren't drinking ketones, but they get this fat coffee where they add butter and like, what do they put in there? Coconut oil, like a whole bunch of fat, good healthy fat, which is amazing. But it's a process. It's just like you said, you're cooking breakfast for five, you got laundry to do, the dog to go out. It's like that one extra step where this is the same as the ketones. You literally just put it in and you shake it up and you drink it. So easy, right?
And
I love it.
delicious. I was drinking bulletproof coffee before I moved to the keto cream coffee, and it just tastes better overall.
That's good.
it's yummy, it's easy to drink, and I'm not using my hand blender because I used to use my hand blender to try to emulsify the fats into my coffee, so it wasn't like layered on top. And one less thing to wash.
That's so cool. That's so awesome. I love that because when I first started drinking ketones, I was like really religious on having the cream every day. But what I found is as I've really become keto adapted and our food is very centered around keto and I'm being, a lot more active and really fitness focused, what I tend to do is I kind of fast until lunch. I don't have anything other than water. But that's kind of how I've done it, but everybody does it different. And you know what's kind of cool? I don't know if you tried this, but if I've noticed, oh my gosh, I haven't had any avocado today, I haven't had any coconut oil or whatever I've been having, I'll take one of those and blend it in with my ketones.
That's a cool idea. I've never done that.
It sounds weird, right? Because you're putting like a creamy thing with like a juicy sort of flavored thing, but it's really good. It's really good. And it's filling again because now it's almost like you're providing yourself with a meal. So I love it. Love it.
I did blend mine into a smoothie after a workout once.
Yeah.
Fats to my smoothie because I didn't have avocado, which I normally do put in. So yeah, there's totally other ways to have it than just in your coffee for sure.
That's awesome. Have you tried it in tea? I haven't. No. We should do a live and try it in tea.
Two different kinds.
We should do it. Okay, so another cool thing, did you have an opportunity? I think we talked about this yesterday. We have to remind me. Did you see this new flavor they just dropped this week on us?
Harvest.
The Harvest Sunrise. So
yes.
I am super excited about this. Why? Because they say it tastes like tang or orange with cranberry. And I love orange juice and I don't drink it anymore. So I'm excited about that. So another thing, we should just go live and drink it together when it arrives because it should be here like next week.
I'm in.
Yes, let's do it. Okay, so one more kind of mixed question. So since you started drinking ketones or maybe even before, are you big into going to the gym, working out at home? Like what are your goals, whether it's fitness related or just life?
Well, I actually just this month have really kind of tried to step up my game a little bit in getting back to the gym. I found it really hard to balance life as a mom and a partner and finding time to spoil myself with some alone gym. But I'm trying to get there. I've set some goals to go at least twice a week, if not 3 times a week. I'm doing a spin class on Saturday mornings, which I'd like to continue to maintain doing, and a core class on Monday mornings, which I'd like to continue to maintain doing. So I'm trying to get back into that groove again, where I am kind of focusing a little bit more on my own personal health and development, and hoping that the ketones will aid me a little bit in some muscle preservation stuff that I know it says that it does, because I haven't really challenged myself that way.
Yeah.
To see how that might affect my body.
Totally.
But yeah, so right now it's just getting some focus back on my own personal health and goals at the gym. And then obviously it's always comes back to some archery and hunting for me too. I'd like to get back to the range and build my strength back up, so that you have to shoot at a certain weight to be able to hunt big game. And I just wasn't there this year. I went hunting with my hubby, but I didn't bring my bow with me. I was there as his partner to encourage him along and get out for the exercise. We did 14K that day, fasted because it was during the reboot. And so I have big goals that way. Like next year is going to be.
That's cool that your goals are associated to like the hobbies, the things that you're passionate about, because I truly believe, and this is something that I just learned from being with Prove It, honestly, is that if you are doing something that you don't like, how can you succeed in that, right? But if your goals are focused on what you want, like if you want to be an energetic mom for Nora, goal achieved, like because you want that, it's close to your heart. So I'm so excited to hear that. That's really cool that you knew that you weren't really ready this year, but you went out anyways. That's really important because that says a lot about a person, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who are like, well, I could have just stayed home and just done nothing, right? But you went out, you put 14K in that day. Like that in itself is like 4 or 5 workouts. So that's so awesome.
Wasn't easy.
No, I don't think that's easy for anybody. Well, that's so awesome, Megan. I really appreciate you guys coming on and chatting with us, and everybody for tuning in live. So, if you guys are like watching this and going, okay, We've heard about the benefits. Megan had these great benefits. We've seen Chantelle live before. She's had these benefits. And if this is something that you're like, okay, I'm ready to dive into this, just drop a number 5 or a 10 below, and Megan or I will get back to you, and we'll share a little bit more and maybe find out what your goals are. I think the biggest thing is, where are you at? Because we want you to fit in, where you are currently. You don't have to change your food. You don't have to start going to the gym 5 days a week. This is just, we're going to meet you where you are. So I'm excited to connect with each of you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, hun.
Bye.
Okay,
Thanks,
bye,
Chantelle.
hun.